You've been carrying invisible weapons everywhere you go, and they're aimed at everyone you meet. What if I told you that every irritation, every judgment, every "they should have" is blocking you from something extraordinary? This lesson teaches that every grievance we hold acts like a dark shield that blocks our ability to see the light in others. It asks us to choose one person we have grievances against and practice seeing past our complaints to recognize the innocent, whole person beneath, transforming them from enemy to savior in our perception. Imagine you've been walking around wearing tinted glasses so long you forgot you had them on. Every person looks dark, flawed, threatening through those lenses. But the darkness isn't in him, it's in what you're looking through. The instant you remove the glasses, the same people appear in completely different light. Think of that coworker who always interrupts you in meetings. Your jaw tightens every time they open their mouth because you already know they're going to steamroll over your ideas again. You've built an entire case file against them, their arrogance, their need to be right, the way they dismiss others. But here's what we don't see. That case file isn't just about them. It's become our shield, our protection, our way of staying safe from the vulnerability of actually connecting with another human being. Have you noticed how efficiently your mind collects evidence? Every slight, every disappointment, every time someone didn't meet your expectations, it all goes into the file. We become prosecutors building an airtight case. With that interrupting coworker, maybe it started with one meeting where they cut you off. But now you're watching for it. Your body prepares for battle the moment they clear their throat. You've already written their script, and they haven't even spoken yet. We do this with everyone. Our partners, our parents, our children, the stranger in traffic. Each grievance adds another layer to those tinted glasses. The world gets darker, more threatening, more proof that we need to stay armed and ready. But what if those weapons we're carrying are the very things that exhaust us? What if being everyone's judge and jury is the hardest job we've ever given ourselves? These grievances become like armor we can't take off. We tell ourselves we're being realistic, protecting ourselves, learning from experience. But notice how heavy it feels. Notice how, even when that coworker isn't in the room, you're still having conversations with them in your head. You're rehearsing what you'll say next time. You're preparing your defense. You're sharpening your weapons for a battle that exists mostly in your mind. And here's the heartbreaking part. While you're looking at them through those dark lenses, you can't see who they really are. Maybe they interrupt because they're desperately insecure. Maybe their need to be right comes from a childhood where being wrong meant being worthless. Maybe behind all that bluster is someone just as scared as you are. But you'll never see it. Not while you're wearing those glasses. Not while you're holding up that shield. There's a moment, and maybe you've experienced this, where you catch yourself writing someone's story for them. You see them walk into the room and you've already decided how this will go. You've already assigned them their lines, their motivations, their crimes. It's in that moment of catching yourself that something shifts. You realize, I'm not seeing this person. I'm seeing my story about this person. I'm seeing my accumulated evidence, my filed complaints, my protective predictions. What would happen if, just for an instant, you took off those glasses? What if you looked at that interrupting coworker without your case file? Not pretending they never interrupted you, not excusing their behavior, but simply looking, as if seeing them for the first time. Because here's what's extraordinary. The moment you stop defending your grievances against someone, you don't just free them, you free yourself from the exhausting job of being their judge and jury. There's a surprising lightness when you stop being everyone's prosecutor, when you put down the evidence files, when you take off those tinted glasses, even for a moment. Suddenly, that coworker is just a person, maybe still interrupting, maybe still difficult, but no longer the villain in your story. They're just another human being, stumbling through life, trying to be seen and heard, just like you. And you. You're no longer the vigilant defender, the righteous judge, the keeper of grievances. You're just you, without all that weight. This isn't about becoming naive or letting people walk all over you. It's about recognizing that your grievances might be protecting you from something you actually want: real connection, real understanding, the simple relief of not carrying weapons everywhere you go. The practice is simpler than we make it. Choose one person, you already know who it is. The one whose name makes something tighten in your chest. The one you've been building a case against. For just a few moments today, try looking at them without your evidence file. Not forever. Not even for long, just long enough to remember that behind your story about them is an actual person. Someone who, like you, is trying to navigate this complicated world. Someone who, like you, just wants to be understood. What if every grievance you're holding is just tinted glasses you forgot you put on? What if the darkness you see in others isn't in them at all, but in the lenses you're looking through? The relief of discovering this isn't small. When you stop writing everyone's story, when you stop being the prosecutor in your own mental courtroom, when you finally take off those dark glasses, the whole world looks different. Not because it changed, but because you finally let yourself see. Before we move into the meditation, if this is helping you, you're welcome to like the video and subscribe. It's a simple way to keep practicing together. Find a comfortable position and let your body settle. There's nothing to achieve here, nothing to fix or change, just arriving. Notice your breathing without trying to control it. Let it flow naturally, like waves on a shore. Bring to mind the person you thought of during our time together. Don't push the image. Let them appear gently, as if remembered. Notice any tightening in your body as they come to mind. Your jaw, your shoulders, your chest. Just notice. No judgment. Now imagine those tinted glasses we spoke of. See them resting lightly on your face. Feel their weight. You don't have to remove them. Just notice they're there. Notice how they color what you see. Take a breath. On the exhale, imagine the glasses becoming just a little lighter, just a little more transparent. The person is still there in your mind's eye, but something softens. The hard edges blur slightly. Behind your stories about them, behind the evidence you've collected, there's a human being, just like you, trying to be seen, trying to be understood. You don't have to forgive. You don't have to forget. Just rest here for a moment, seeing them without the weight of your judgments. Notice how your body feels now. The places that were tight, are they softer? Even a little. This is what it feels like to put down the weapons, to stop being the prosecutor, to rest. When you're ready, let the image fade. Come back to your breath. Back to this moment. You can pick up those glasses again anytime. They'll be there if you need them. But for now, just rest in the lightness of not carrying them. Gently open your eyes when you're ready. Welcome back. Thank you for being here and practicing together. If you'd like, you can find a free digital ACIM resource in the description. And if you want to mark the moment, a simple comment such as, "I am grateful," is welcome. Thank you for taking this time with us today. You've touched something important, the possibility that the heavy armor of grievances you've been carrying can be set down, even for a moment. Be gentle with yourself as you move through your day. That lightness you felt, it's always available. Until next time, be kind to yourself.